in for Utah. And there's Mark Price fouled by Chambers. So the two Knicks are in there at the same time.
I'm really happy for Drexler right now. Here goes Clyde Strong. That's one of his, slam and jam them and you name them. All right, and he was in the finals yesterday in a slam dunk. I'm happy for him because he grew up here on the south side and is really a playground legend in around Houston.
Sure is. Ewing misses. By the way, Kenny Walker of the New York Knicks won the slam dunk contest. So Chris Mullin, along with James Worthy, Chambers, Eaton, and Drexler. Drexler too far under the basket. So the backcourt again is Drexler and Mullin. That's work for the West. Jackson leaves it for Ewing. Watch out. You can get hurt that kind of way. And
24!
Jordan on the bench right now. He scored 8 in the first period.
See, if you're a fan today and they throw all these lob passes, you're really very, very happy, okay? The only problem is if you're coaching one of these players and you're sitting at home watching on TV or in this building, you do not want to see a lob in traffic.
You think Rick Pitino right now went into another room when he saw that play?
I think he'll remind Mark Jackson about this when they meet up on Monday.
He says, guys, we're in first place in the Atlantic Division. That's not spoil a good thing. Patrick Ewing misses both free throws, and Drexler. Chambers going strong, stuffs it through. 10 points for Tom Chambers. He and English lead the West, and Barkley, who is still on the bench, has 11 points to top the East. Jackson, and the rebound by Worthy. Chambers filling the lane. Could be, no, stolen by Jackson. We're looking for Mullin. Behind, under the legs, leaving for Price. Nance picks up his own miss. 51-33. West had it up to 20. West has dominated this game.
Well, they're looking inside to try to take advantage of Price and Mullin.
Chambers again. 12 points. Does he want another MVP?
No, they like about time. I mean, never mind the fact that he's scoring all these points. He's doing a great job on the boards at both ends of the floor.
And a 20-second timeout called by the East.
On this possession, you'll see the shot go up, and here's Tommy being very active, coming in strong. Can release with either hand, left or right. What I like what he's doing down there at Phoenix, they do not have that many experienced players, especially guys with playoff experience. And he's a great aid to show these young guys how to work and work hard.
They're the most improved team. They all have played extremely well this year, and there's the man who deserves so much credit. He doesn't like to hear it, though. He's, I think, embarrassed by it, but you've got to credit David Stern to make this thing a gigantic show.
Well,
in the league, to say the least.
Well, think about it. Back when he took over, only 6 of the 23 teams were making money. This year, from what I understand, there are only going to be a few that are not going to be in the black.
Pretty good.
I think that's what it's all about, isn't it, business?
That's what they said. Kevin McHale is checked in for the East. Mark Jackson, the guardie, lost the ball. And a 4-on-2 again. Fast breaking to their heart's delight. Drexler for Worthy, and those two have teamed up for a couple of Nixie fast break baskets thus far.
I think we were worrying about the team with the white shirts that they didn't have another point guard.
Mark Price, long range. Except for Barkley, the East has not been able to work the ball that much inside. And Jackson will be fouled by Chambers. That'll be 3 on Tom.
Here we have Worthy doing his thing, coming down on the break. You must get to James because he can hit the stop and hit the jumper. Here's Clyde doing it.
And a timeout, 9:32 to go in the first half.
When Clyde entered his sophomore year in high school, he did not play that year. He went out and he said they were running, and he was so exhausted. He said, I almost passed out. I said, really? He said, yeah. He said, I quit. I said, Clyde, come on. I said, you have to do this if you want to make it. The following year, he went out first one, and he's been going ever since.
And this is a special day because Clyde always wanted to play in the Astrodome because he has watched films of that Kareem Big E battle in '68 many times.
Clyde, we said earlier, the playground legend, Sterling.